Alrighty guys, we're finally here at this very moment. Now if you haven't heard, we purchased the Velzart for 6.2 bill. And you know what that means? It's finally time to go for the Pen Dandy. So we're going to be starting a new series on the channel. It's just going to be called Pen. That's all we're calling it. We're calling it Pen. Now I will do this series whenever I am going for a pen. It is going to be in episodes, it's going to be a playlist, and that way you guys have some sort of content to look at of how I went for a pen, how I got it, what the journey was, and what I did to make the money to hit that pen. Okay? Now, what I'm doing at the moment is really simple. I'm making a lot of money grinding at the moment, so for me, life skilling isn't a priority to me. What I want to do right now is at 281 AP, and then I'm going to make a new life skill setup that's more convenient for higher grinding and way less life skilling time, right? Something that's purely passive so I can focus all my efforts into grinding. That's what I will focus on once we hit 281. Now to get to 281, I currently need a pen dandy. The way I'm going to be making this money, I'm going to be grinding pretty much Aukmen while I have these loot scrolls. When my loot scrolls are done, where I grind is going to be up for debates, and you guys will be the first ones to know where I choose to grind. But for now, it's going to be Aukmen, and we're full setting the grind, and we're going to go for the Pen Dandy. I will not be doing a backup Pen Dandy. I am purely going to do a cron attempt on the dandies, which means I am going to have to buy costumes off the market, which takes about 650 to 700 mil per attempt. The stack I'm going to be using is a 111 stack to get this pen. I don't know how many attempts it's going to take. Obviously it's all RNG. I'm going to do my best. Alrighty guys, I also just want to let you know I'm not going to be attempting a pen in the video. This is just the beginning of the series that we're starting in general. But I did want to put my input on the new Aukmen. I was actually just banking some money. I did a 507 mil run at Aukmen, so I'm just doing that, and then obviously we got that shy package, but I done goofed because, you know, I thought I didn't know that only your shy can open it, which is stupid. But you know, if I open this, I'll be at 600 mil, so we're actually like 100 mil away from a cron attempt. And the reason I can't do a pen attempt today is because I don't know how long it takes to get costumes, and I just want to get the video out there. But so I tested the new Aukmen, and it's actually pretty darn good. A lot of the rooms seem to be a bit more dense, but I feel like the top rotation is still going to be the most trash per hour. However, I noticed that with some of the rooms that have more elites in there are now more worth doing because of the density. So you can expect, from what I've seen, a 500 to 600 trash loot increase to probably most of the rotations, but it's not going to be like a lot like the red shard. The red shard is just the most trash per hour. And let's also talk about my gear. I know a lot of you have been wondering what I'm going to be doing with it and like what direction I'm heading in. So after, like, you know, I've been able to meet a lot of players in game just through PvP, and even yesterday I had the chance to fight pretty much full pen Musa, and I asked him like if what I'm doing is kind of like the right thing, and it seems like I'm on the right track. So the plan is, when I hit this pen dandy, I want to buy a Tap Black Star or enhance it, either one. And then what that's going to do for me, at 281 AP, I'll be able to have 269 AP with Kudum, which is pretty much a major increase in grind speed. And to combine that with a Black Star, like, we're going to be talking about big amounts of money. Now, instead of Caffrasing my DP, I'll be able to make so much money, it becomes realistic to me to get full pen in terms of armors. My idea is to just buy full pen armors. If I'm 281 AP, right, and I have the Black Star, realistically, I should be able to buy a pen in 4 to 5 weeks of grinding. That's what it's going to look like, because you'll be making so much money grinding. That's what it's going to be. Once I'm full pen, that's gonna put me at about 315, 317 DP. And then after that, I'm gonna try to get to 324 DP. And then boom, we're gonna start canvassing all the way. So that's my plan for gear, if you guys are wondering where that's headed. So this room that I normally do, like this is the one I'm gonna mainly be grinding. That's the potion vendor, so it's one room above. And then you can just hook a left right here, and with the new like Aukmen change, this room is actually quite nice. You're gonna get a balance of trash loot and a balance of elites. So I'm probably gonna blow the rest of my loot scrolls in this room. As you can see, it's a lot more dense than it used to be, so I'm gonna quickly show you my rotation that I do, which is this one right here. So with it being twice as dense, I'm getting just absolutely manhandled right now, by the way. So let's go ahead and pop a draft and let's get this rotation going. So this pack, you can see there's quite a bit of elites in general, the hammer guys, so you're going to get a high ton gladiating drop rate, of course. And it's also just good for the black shards. Now this pack is a little bit interesting. So you kind of take this pack and you pull it to the center, and they've added this elite watcher here, and it actually makes for a really nice dense pack. And you look at the mob composition compared to obviously the red shard rotation, you're definitely going to increase your chance of getting a ton gladiating. Also that Punisher that used to never be there, Punishers also have a chance of dropping ton gladiating. So it's actually just a really good balance of trash loot and obviously the ton gladiating drop rate. On this rotation, I'm pulling about 6.5k, whereas compared to the top one, you would pull like 7.5. As you can see, even this pull right here, it's more dense, and what has been added that I can see, they added a few more of the airbenders and watchers, and then they added that elite guardian. That elite guardian used to never be there. This pack is pretty interesting too. It's a little bit more dense, and you're gonna get two elite guardian pulls basically. It's gonna all bunch up at these stairs. Go ahead and burst them down. This pack right here is a little interesting. So this pack used to be all the way out here where I'm standing, and they moved it to here. So what I guess the intention behind that is when you circle this room and head here, the mobs back there will get pulled, because before it was a kind of a hassle to pull them. So they actually did a lot of small detailing to this room. It's now a really viable black shard rotation that's decent with trash and obviously a higher black shard drop rate. And then it spawns fast enough where you're gonna circle it just like that. So overall, decent density. You're gonna have to do a little bit of decent pulling. You're gonna have to, you know, actually pay attention and pull them in the correct spots. But other than that, this room is now pretty solid, and that's where I'm gonna be blowing the majority of my loot scrolls. Alrighty guys, so to conclude what's going on, next episode we're gonna be hopefully enhancing some Pandandian tips. Please pray I get lucky, guys. I want to get this Pandandy ASAP. We're headed in the 281 324 AP DP goal, and I'm gonna be grinding that specific Aukmen rotation with all my loot scrolls until it's all over, and then we're gonna see what it takes to get these pens. Okay. Also, as an update, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more, and I'm gonna try to upload more as well. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, guys, I am recruiting for the guild Splash. What we're looking for are people that are soft cap and above. If you are near soft cap, we're willing to make certain exceptions. We'll make exceptions for witches and wizards, but regardless, you're gonna have to do a PvP trial, something that we're adding. We need to go in the node war and siege direction, so we gotta bring in at least some skilled players. If you feel like you aren't good at PvP, I urge you to still PvP try out for our guild, because even if you don't make it, I'm gonna point you in the right direction so you can improve, and then you'll be given more attempts to get into the guild. So it's not just gonna be like, hey, you're denied, bye. It's gonna be more like, hey, this is what you can work on. This is what I recommend you can hit up for PvP to practice more, and then you can try out again in X amount of days. So eventually you can get yourself in the guild. Other than that, I am out. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, join the community Discord, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I'm out. Peace.